Looking at the stage over here, I'm seeing all kinds of different instruments, horns, strings,
Yeah.
percussion, keys, all that fun stuff.
Goat skin.
What kind of what kind of genre do you guys consider yourself, or what kind of music do you play?
Always the question. That's
It should probably have the word caprine in it somewhere, like just because everybody's all into goat skin and stuff. And,
Yeah, we have a
you know,
record called The
milk
Goat.
and-
I have goats at my house, though we haven't been milking them lately because I'm not really a farmer at heart, but I do love them. Um, what do we call it? I don't know. It's
World
so hard
folk
to
has
say.
been the kind of
The
the
go-to.
handle.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the go-to.
Because I do
exactly.
see a lot of what I would presume are native instruments, but maybe not. Maybe it's just my lack of knowledge of instruments. But
Well, I like the idea of them being native, and I think native is like one something that everything that we strive for is to make some music that's from here, from where we are, and from the center of what we believe in, and but it's all from somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's
They're
kind of
widely varying nativities of the native, like
yeah, it's from widely spread places, and
that far instrument is the bouzouki, which Andy Irvin brought back from Greece to Ireland. So this is now an established instrument called an Irish bouzouki.
in fact,
Okay.
Andy calls those things. He calls the people who come to a place freshly blow-ins. So all these instruments are all kind of blow-ins from other places. Like the accordion blew from China to Italy, and then from Italy to America, and like the guitar blew from the oud up to Spain from the Arabs, and I mean everything is blowing around everywhere, and it's like dust. I mean catching
Your dobro was
the dobro, yeah.
Slavic roots, right?
The word dobro means good in Slavic languages, and it was invented to keep up with saxophones, like in the 1930s by a Slovenian guy I heard or something.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why it has a Slavic name, and
Yeah.
they're all just blow-ins, and so are we, and yet like in Andy Irvine's words to us were because we asked him, like, we were trying to integrate these things that we all loved so much, and I was listening to the Pogues a lot too then, and they're really into that sound, and the way that they combine traditional with like punk and different things, and so we asked him, like, well, how do you do this? I mean, how have you been able to create these things? And all he said was just do it with good taste. That's all. That was the only thing he said. It was like, okay, well, that's helpful, because really, I mean, the thing is that there is a lot of integration just for integration's sake, because we are just being kind of all crammed into one big conglomerate of a world. And without a ton of choice. I mean, we played at this one convention for cell phones where they just took all these world instruments. Like there was guys on, stage like playing tabla over here on one side of this massive, convention center, and then
And
we
the tabla drum. There were taiko drums, a tabla. There was like.
we were riding golf carts, like playing these bagpipes and like djembes and stuff, and we were paid well for the convention, but and everybody who was playing there was, but when it all was finished and the dry ice was going off, just like the event planner had planned, and do the imitation of that,
it was this incredible, and as we rehearsed this, the planner had been saying, okay, and CO2, which is where the great jets of dry ice are shooting up, and finish or something.
Yeah.
And
some big climax.
And in reality, later after we had done this gig, and it was 9 a.m. at Qualcomm, and it was like, oh God! And the guy says something like, we were back in the dressing room afterwards, and this funny saxophone player was like, it was like CO2, 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 and cricket.
Because nobody even cared, or they were so stunned or so overstimulated.
There was
from this
nothing
crazy
musical about it
world
either.
of, crap, that it just didn't, and God bless them, like all the people who helped us get that gig, and I mean, it was wonderful to get to just hang out with the musicians afterwards and process this gargantuan world that we're all being swindled and sucked along by, but also
it requires
you know,
some taste. It requires not just taste, but like you have to kind of digest it or
Step back a little bit.
Yeah,
from the
you
fray
can't just
and-
grab something and grab something else and smash them together. And
like they have to
think-
live in you a little bit, and that's
Yeah.
what we're about, is
Mhm.
trying to have these traditions. And it's not easy, and it takes a really long time, and it can be very frustrating.
And we're far from, considering ourselves masters of any of them.
No,
but
we're so far
we
from
just
any
have
mastery.
at least an awareness of something elemental about them that speaks to us.
It's a sense of direction and Round Mountain itself is a place that we used to go when we were kids. That's like a mountain, and it's not one of the mountains that's like the huge, sharp, angular, shocking mountains that get all the credit. But it's a round little mountain, and it just doesn't have a whole lot on it except for grass. But it's a great place to lie down with your family and look at all the beautiful peaks, and it's a great place to behold, and it's a place to stand where you can get there. Where
Is it the
So
access of this
That's
high
the
country?
origin of your band name.
Yeah.
Right.
It-
Yeah, I used to go there as kids and explore.
Yeah, it's in the Pecos Wilderness up around Santa Fe.